Okay, in this video I'm going to give you my keys to getting Trump impeached and removed from office. So there's 5 things to tap into. His ties to the mob. I gave some examples. Fat Tony Salerno, Roy Cohn, probably the 2 of the most famous, right? Illegal financial activities, tax fraud, money laundering, and transgressions with women. Stormy Daniels is a good one. There's lots of other ones. Racism, separating families is what he's doing right now at the border. Also in the early days with Roy Cohn, there were a lot of, he had to fight some discriminatory lawsuits and did it twice because he didn't have to pay a lot of money, so he went back to discriminating again. Ties to illegal drugs, Trump, Joseph Weisselbaum, Trump Panama, and then Craig Unger in his New Republic article. Okay, so there's 3 videos that will cover all 3 of those. And, well, actually, I shouldn't say all 3 of those. So Stormy Daniels is getting plenty of news coverage, so I really don't think this needs to be in there. I was unable to advertise David K. Johnson's interview with Randy Rhoads because Google has strict policies on drugs. However, there is another one that can be mentioned. So, these 2, I think, have gotten pretty good coverage, and Michael Avenatti is currently handling this case right here. So I think that the 3 that we need to tap into as far as what the media is not covering is 1, 2, and 5, okay, on this list. So I'm going to show you how to make all 3 of these videos go viral. So this is the BBC Newsnight link. And if you look right here, Trump actually walks out of this interview. There he is right there, ending the interview early. Okay, so there's that one. There's this one that talks about extensively about Trump's ties to the Russian mafia. Here he is just being the Craig Unger is just basically just coming on the show talking about his article. And here it talks about more of the early days, just of the mob in general. So not really Russia. It talks about Fat Tony Salerno being tied to Roy Cohn and the convictions that actually happened. So there's, allegations and convictions. I believe he goes over about 3 convictions that that he goes into. And then what people will do when they watch this, and then they find out that they hid Felix Sater's felony conviction on the bank records for Bayrock. So once people look into all 3 of those, then people will start to look at other videos and expand on that knowledge, or look up articles or whatever. But I think that these are the 3 keys to getting him out of here. Alright, so in order to do this, we're going to first start by Google searching YouTube promotion, and just make sure that your spell checker doesn't go crazy on you if you're doing this on a mobile device. I'm doing this on a computer, so I don't have that problem. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to click on Start Now, and it's probably going to open up another tab, or it didn't take that. Now it did. Okay, and then I just click on Get Started. I don't need to upload anything. If you want to read that over, that's fine. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so for this first one, BBC Newsnight. So what I do here is I just type in Donald Trump Mob BBC, and it's that first hit result right here. Now if it shows up as an in-display ad, this is the text that will show up as an in-display ad. So this example right here is what an in-stream ad looks like. And then over here is what an in-display ad looks like. So if it runs it, sometimes it will run just as an in-display ad only. In this case, it will show up right here, or it could even show up in over on the left in the search results. Now, once people hit skip ad, or the ad ends, it's possible that the in-stream ad can then be an in-display ad over here, and then people can click on that link and then access the video that way if they didn't click on it originally when it was being played out like this. Okay, so this is the text that you're going to type. These are going to be the headlines, 3 lines over here. So you put in whatever you want. I'm just going to put in okay, well, and then to my YouTube channel or to my website. Do to your website, and here's why. What you want to do now is you want to create a playlist, okay, and make this your first video and link it back to your playlist, not this exact video, but to your playlist. So if anybody clicks on that link down here in the lower left, they see this video again, which they can then share on.
Here are some videos of video I found on the web.
They can then share. They can then share on their social media account, and then otherwise, if they're just seeing the, if they just see this in-stream ad, then they're not going to be able to share it. So anyway, and then there's a possibility that they'll share the entire playlist of videos, not just this one. Okay, so anyway, so yes, make a playlist of these three. Okay, so then you decide how much you want to spend. I'm just going to leave it on this, but anyway, do it to your website and link back to this video, and then put that video in a playlist. Okay, how much do you want to spend? Well, it defaults you to $10 a day. That's $300 every 30 days. You can go into custom and you can put in 0.25. It's going to give you about 14 to 16 views a day. You can do, $3 a day. You can spend however much you want, really, as long as you can pay that bill. Okay, so then type in continue. Now, countries, you want to do United States. That's really the only thing that you need to modify in step 4. Everything else is just fine, and then you would click on save and continue. And then there's, of course, the account, whatever, billing. So billing, you can also decide too if there's a start and end date on other tabs, etc. I'm not going to go any further. He'll walk you right through. But anyway, hopefully that helps you understand. Oh yeah, and then to do the other videos. So if you want to do this one, for example, just go into here. Well, first of all, you can see what I typed: Trump laundromat. So I should be able to just type in Trump laundromat. Okay, and it's the second one right here. You could do either one of these two, actually. The Young Turks has got a good one, or this one. And then we have this one, Trump mob's ties exposed. Here I type in Young Turks Trump mob. Young Turks Trump mob. And it's this first one here. The second one is about Russia. This one is about the early days that I was talking about Trump Tower being built out of concrete. Fat Tony Salerno, Roy Cohn, the same guy who was tied to Joseph McCarthy. And it's all the same steps, by the way. So anyway, so that's how to set up those 3 videos to get them more views, to get Trump out of here. And that's what I believe needs to be done.